creamy Thai peanut shrimp noodles. That's today. Creamy Thai peanut shrimp noodles. Now, I do love to go out to a restaurant and eat this. Yes, I like it. Have I made this before? No. Growing up in the Smokies, this was not really something that we would have gone to the dinner table for. But you and I, we're gonna make this today, and we're gonna make it, and it's gonna be delicious. This is just a little extra virgin olive oil that I'm using in the pan because I wanna get the shrimp going first. And I have here, the recipe calls for 1 pound of shrimp. This has been thawed and dried thoroughly. You don't want any popping, and grease and water, they just don't mix in the pan. It could pop out a lot and, you know, get you in the eye. You don't want that. Safety first in the kitchen. So, shrimp. And I actually have a little bit more than 1 pound here because I just wanted some extra. I want extra shrimp. So let's let this oil heat up a little bit, and then we're gonna place those in. And I'm using a set of tongs today. If you don't have kitchen tongs, be sure that you add this to your list of to get in the kitchen, because these can give you precision. You can reach in, you can grab, you can turn, you can twist, you can pull out spaghetti noodles. Tongs, they're a necessity in the kitchen, so be sure you grab some. Now, like with my noodles, I can get those with the tongs, and the shrimp. I can take these, I'm gonna spread that oil around. Now remember, we don't really need to cook these long. Shrimp, it's one of those ingredients that cooks really quickly. And I want to spread these out. I'm going to just get that oil incorporated, and I want to spread them out, hopefully 1 layer, but remember, I have more than 1 pound here. I probably have about 7 shrimp too many. And I do love shrimp. I mean, I really do. I don't eat it that often though. And you can see that color change already. If the overhead camera can pick that up, you can see the color change. Oh, that smells nice already. Now, I need a little bit of seasoning, but the reason I'm not putting salt and pepper on this right now is later in the recipe, I'm gonna be using a chicken stock and some ingredients that are salty. So you wanna be careful about how salty you get this early on, because the salt could accumulate and you could be over salty. Don't be over salty, because that's really hard to contradict the over saltiness. You know, you could do it with more sauce maybe, or serve it over extra noodles that have not had salt added. And full confession, I've ruined things before with having too much salt. Salted butter can be a real culprit. I try to buy butter unsalted unless I'm using it like to add to a hot piece of bread, and then I like salted butter. But normally I go unsalted butter. All right, this is smelling good. I have the heat down on like a medium. You want to cook these for 1 to 2 minutes. All right, I'm going to flip these over. Let's let these cook. And you can pull these off a little bit early and let them finish cooking in this dish. You could leave them just slightly underdone and let them finish cooking, because these are already looking great. And remember, these are in just a neutral oil. I have handy here a bowl. Let's start taking up a couple of these that are done. Shrimp is one of those foods, proteins, that you really can overcook. You know, you can get these where they're just little rubber balls And I've had them before in restaurants where they're overcooked. I mean, heck, I've overcooked a few shrimp before. All right, these are looking good. I feel like I could just throw a little salt and pepper on them and just munch on them right now. And you could. You could. All right, I think the rest of them can come out. But I want this kind of as low as I can get it because we're gonna come in with a few other ingredients. I wanna come in with some onion. And this is just a fresh onion out of the garden. I'm gonna save some of those back for garnish. And then on top of that, first, let's get a little extra oil in the pan. I want a little extra EVOO. And you could probably use a butter here. You just want to be careful. Butter could burn. And you want to really be careful about that. This is garlic. And I like a lot of garlic. Now, if you want to make this at home, be sure you refer to the recipe. It will be posted later. And you'll want to check that recipe out because you're going to really like this. But you can see here the garlic on the overhead. Absolutely going to be delicious. Let's pop that in. And garlic just takes, 30 to 45, 50 seconds. It's easy to burn garlic, and you don't want burnt garlic. It can have a bitter flavor. And this dish, by the time we get done with all these ingredients over here, it's going to be flavored beautifully. The garlic is smelling aromatic. That's your point where you know it's ready to start adding other ingredients. That's ginger, and I'm just putting a little bit of ginger in because this is Thai. This is Thai peanut shrimp, and a lot of Thai foods are gonna have fresh ginger. In that goes. Refer to the recipe on the amounts for that. Let's stir that in. Now I'm gonna come in with a little bit of peanut butter. This is a creamy peanut butter out of the jar, and I just want to put that in. All right, now I'm just going to heat that a little bit in the bottom of my pan. You can see it start to dissolve. Basically, all the flavors have to come together. And we're going to cut the sweetness of this peanut butter and some of the other ingredients a little bit later. All right, so that is now melted. And then I'm going to come in with some of my other ingredients. This is a soy sauce, rich, dark, beautiful, flavorful. Let's give that a stir. Now remember, I'm still on low heat. I don't want my pan to be too hot here. This is honey, and this is a little bit of sweetness. But now remember, I've got ingredients coming up. You don't want this to taste like dessert. I mean, not really. Well, some of us wouldn't mind if it was nice and extra sweet and tasted like dessert. That was honey. Now I want to come in. Here's some more of that sweet. This is a little bit of brown sugar. We're going to pop this in. This is a sesame oil, and a little bit of this goes a long way. Let me just get that sugar dissolved in there, the brown sugar. Oh, this smells so good. That is going to add that additional depth of flavor. As you can see, this is looking glossy and beautiful. Now I want to come in. This is a chicken broth. Let me give it a stir. And I've got more than enough here because you might need to thin out this sauce later. And this chicken broth has been warmed. All right, let's give this a stir. The good thing about this, if it's too thick, you can add a little bit of extra chicken stock or even water. You could add water here. Now, to add another level of flavor, and remember, excellent recipes, dishes, foods that you love have depth of flavor. This is a little bit of garlic sriracha. In goes the sriracha, and if any of you have tried sriracha, you know it's a wonderful little flavor bomb that I just popped in there. Now again, I have the heat on low because I don't want this to scorch. I am scraping the bottom to get those beautiful little bits. You can see that as my spatula goes over. You can see that coming up off the bottom. This is smelling good. Now, in order to break that dessert flavor, this is lime juice. This is one whole lime that I have squeezed and pulled all the juice out. I'm a fan. I don't love limes like I love lemons, but I am a fan when you need to cut through some sweetness in a recipe. All right, let's pop that in. We're gonna have a umami kind of flavor here, but that will cut the sweetness. Now, I want this to I'm gonna turn the heat up just a tad. Can you see this? It's starting to get a good consistency. I can put my spatula through it and it's leaving a little trail. Now, I'm gonna let this cook, and I have pre-cooked my noodles. And the noodles are gonna go in, so don't go anywhere. I'll be right back with the noodles. All right, I am back with my noodles, and I just followed the instructions, and I'm gonna pop these in. But I put a little bit of oil into my noodles to keep them from sticking, because I wanna just break up a couple that did stick. We wanna fully just give them a bath. Give these noodles a bath in that wonderful sauce, that gravy. Oh my gosh. Now, we're not done yet. Don't think I'm done, because we are not. I got a couple of steps to do, and I've got extra noodles. So you're gonna be able to come pull a chair up, and we're gonna eat this wonderful creamy Thai peanut butter shrimp noodle dish like we're in Asia. Now, I wanna come in. This is basically getting done, but I wanna come back with shrimp. I wanna get these shrimp in. Let's just put a bunch of these on the top. And I did, thoroughly cook these shrimp in the initial part. But if you were cooking your noodles and you still needed a few minutes on the noodles, you could definitely come in and have these not fully cooked. You could come in with your shrimp and pop these in and let them just cook a little bit in the pan. But my noodles were pre-done. Now I want to stir those in. Oh my gosh. Did I make this? Did I make this? Yes, I did, and you can too. Oh, I can hear it. Creamy goodness. The aroma, the flavors, the textures, all these ingredients coming together. Now we want to come in with a little bit of extra. I have my mortar and pestle here. These were just dry roasted peanuts that I've pounded. And we just want to sprinkle those over, because I want people to know there's peanuts in this. And I'm a peanut fan, so I actually crunched up a little more than what the recipe called for, because I like that little bit of crunch in there. Now, I want to just come in with a few little sesame seeds, and a black sesame seed would be really good here. I do have black sesame seeds in the pantry. I should have found those. And then if you want a little bit of extra spice, these are a few little red pepper flakes. I'm just gonna put those on one side because some people don't want those. Then I'm just gonna brighten this up with just a tad of an avocado oil on top. Hopefully it'll keep everything from just turning into one big old gloop, which could happen. And we're gonna come in with a little bit of parsley out of my garden. I cut this just moments ago. Let's spread it over. And then, just as an added touch, I want a little bit of this lime juice just thrown right in on the top. That will break that sweetness up. And it actually allows it to highlight the flavors. And then I saved a few onions. Let's come in with those fresh garden onions, pop those on the top. And because you and I, we're fancy today, let's come in with a couple of limes just to let people, when you get a serving, grab a lime. That way you can squeeze a little bit of extra right on top of that. Let's get a little thin one over here. Maybe one right there. And just a couple of little whole peanuts. And let's just do a little twirl on this. Let's grab a little bit of it. Plate it. And you know I want extra shrimp, so yeah, my little tongs are coming in handy. A little sesame seed on top, a little bit of parsley, and that is gonna be delicious. Let's get a fork and give it a little twirl in here. Now I'm gonna try to not get such a big, huge bite. Oh my gosh. This is so good. I'm putting a little bit of squeeze of that lime right on the top. I love lemon, I love lime. Let's give it another taste. This is so good. And you know what, viewers? That we controlled all the ingredients. We know exactly what went into this. That makes it absolutely extraordinary. You can do this. You can do it at home, and you can feel like you're at a phenomenal Asian restaurant. This has been Creamy Thai Peanut Shrimp Noodles. I'm Ransom Ryder. If you're new to my channel, you need to come hang out with me because we will be doing this again. I'm gonna eat this, but grab a chair. There's plenty here. I will see you on my next adventure inside the kitchen. Come hang out with me. Bye, bye. Thank you, viewers. Thank you. Don't forget the shrimp. So good.